For many people, finding employment is one of life's most important goals. A new job can provide financial security, career development, and a brighter future. Unfortunately, scammers understand this. Instead of offering genuine employment, fraudsters create fake vacancies designed to steal money, personal information, or even your identity. Today, we will discuss some of the most common red flags and, more importantly, how you can protect yourself. Let's begin with one of the clearest warning signs: requests for upfront payments. Imagine you've just received wonderful news. A company tells you, "Congratulations, we'd like to offer you the position." Naturally, you are excited. But then comes another message. To complete your application, please pay a registration fee. Or perhaps, training materials must be paid for by you before you begin. Or, we need payment for your background check. Now let's stop for a moment. Who should be paying who? You are applying for a job because you want to earn money, not spend it before you even started the job. Legitimate employers generally do not ask applicants to pay recruitment fees simply to be considered for employment. If someone requests money before you've officially joined the company, treat it as a serious warning sign. Whenever you are asked to pay during the recruitment process, pause immediately. Research the employer. Contact them through the official channels. And if necessary, report the adverts to the recruitment platform. Remember, a genuine opportunity shouldn't begin with losing your money. Now let's talk about something that catches many people's attention: big promises. You might see advertisements saying, "Earn thousands every week. No experience required. Work just 2 hours a day. Guaranteed high income. Immediate employment," and so on and so forth. It sounds fantastic, almost too good to refuse. But here's an important question. If any enormous amount of money required so little effort, wouldn't everybody already be doing it? Legitimate employers usually advertise salaries that match the responsibilities, qualifications, and experience required for the role. Scammers, on the other hand, rely on excitement. Their goal is to make you focus on the rewards instead of asking questions. Whenever an offer sounds unbelievably generous, slow down, research the company, compare similar jobs, and ask yourself whether the salary is realistic for the position being offered. Now let's consider how genuine employers usually recruit staff. Most organizations invest considerable time in selecting the right people. They review applications, conduct interviews, check references, assess qualifications. Sometimes there are several stages before a final decision is made. Now compare that with a scam. You submit an application. A few minutes later, you receive a message saying, "Congratulations, you are hired." No interview, no assessment, no discussion about your experience. Does that sound realistic? Probably not. A legitimate employer wants to know whether you are suitable for the role. A scammer simply wants access to your money or personal information. If you are offered a job without any meaningful recruitment process, ask questions. A trustworthy employer will welcome reasonable inquiries. Now, here's another important point. Many scammers create fake companies that look surprisingly professional. They may have a polished website, an attractive logo, professional email address, active social media pages, and convincing job advertisements. Everything appears genuine, but appearances can be deceptive. Take a few minutes to investigate. Search for the company online. Can you find independent reviews about them? Does the business have a physical address? Is the contact information consistent? Can you verify the company through official business registers? Sometimes you will discover that the company has almost no history at all, or that the website was only recently created, or that the contact details don't match. Research may take only a few minutes, but those few minutes could save you from becoming a victim. Let's talk about protecting something just as valuable as your money, your personal information. During a genuine recruitment process, employers will eventually need certain details, but timing matters. Scammers often ask for highly sensitive information far too early. For example, bank account details, passport copies, national identity numbers, verification codes, passwords, or copies of official documents. Think carefully. Has the employer even interviewed you? Have they confirmed an offer? Have you signed an employment contract? If the answer is no, ask yourself why they need such sensitive information now. Personal information has enormous value. Protect it carefully and never let pressure push you into sharing confidential details before you have independently verified the prospective employer. By now, you've probably noticed something. Many scams rely on urgency. Job scams are no different. You might receive messages saying, only few positions remain. Applications close today. Respond within 1 hour. Accept immediately. Or payment required today. Why do scammers use pressure? Because pressure reduces careful thinking. When people feel rushed, they are less likely to research the company, verify information, or ask important questions. On the other hand, legitimate employers usually allow applicants a reasonable time to consider offers, make a decision, and then accept or reject. Whenever someone pressures you to make an immediate decision, slow down. The opportunity may be genuine, but it may also be a scam. Verification should always come before action. Sometimes the warnings are surprisingly obvious. Take a careful look at the messages you receive. Do you notice poor grammar, spelling mistakes, generic greetings, or unusual email addresses? Professional employers usually communicate clearly and professionally. Scammers often don't. Small mistakes may seem unimportant, but when they are combined with urgency, payment requests, or unrealistic promises, they become much more significant. Always read carefully. The details often reveal the truth. Remote working has become increasingly popular. Many legitimate companies now offer flexible working arrangements, and scammers know this. That is why they advertise opportunities such as earn massive income from home, no qualifications required, simple online work, instant success. Now, genuine remote jobs certainly exist, but genuine employers still expect applications from applicants to demonstrate relevant skills, experience, or suitability for the role. Whenever someone promises extraordinary income with almost no effort, pause and investigate. Visit the company's official website. Research independent reviews. Look for realistic job descriptions, and remember, easy money promises often lead to difficult consequences. Now for our last words. As we have discussed today, job scams continue to evolve, but most of them rely on familiar warning signs, such as requests for upfront payment, unrealistic salaries, no proper interview process, unverified companies, early requests for sensitive information, pressure on applicants to act quickly, poor communications, and promises of effortless income. Finding employment is important, no doubt, but protecting yourself is equally important. So before accepting any job, take your time, research the employer, ask questions, verify information independently, and never allow excitement or urgency to replace careful judgment. Because the best job opportunities are built on professionalism, transparency, and trust, not pressure and secrecy. Stay alert, stay informed, stay safe online, and remember, the right opportunity should never require blind trust. Verify before you commit. Thanks for watching. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who may need protection, because knowing the law gives you options.